All right, we are going to go over a couple of these just to kind of review what you did yesterday in math, or Tuesday in math. And then we'll start our review for your test tomorrow. Little math book, page 75. Okay. So we are dividing. We are dividing by tens, hundreds, and thousands. 75. All right. The process is a lot like, all right, Jaslyn, page 75. The process is a lot like our process for multiplying by tens, hundreds, and thousands, right? Do we recognize that? All right. So when I have 240 divided by 6, I want to put a box around my non-zeros. And so I'm going to look at that as 24 divided by 6. Now, the opposite of division is multiplication. So I'm going to think about this problem like 6 times a mystery number equals 24. What is my mystery number? 4. So 24 divided by 6 is 4. And then what do I need to do? Bring over my 0. So 240 divided by 6 is 40. Okay? What do I need to be careful about here?
Your zeros.
Be careful about your zeros. Make sure you're real careful about those zeros. All right. So I'm going to put a box. So my basic division problem that I'm looking at is 54 divided by 9. The multiplication problem that I'm thinking about is 9 times a mystery number equals 54. Nine times what is 54? 9 times 6 is 54. It's not going to be 9 times 5 because any number times 5 is going to end in a 5. So 54 divided by 9 is 6. And then what do I need to do? I'm going to make sure that I bring over both zeros. So 5,400 divided by 9 is 600. All right, what do I do with this one? If I just put a box around the 3 and I say 3 divided by 5, that's not going to work. Yeah, so I'm going to include one of my zeros in my box. And I'm going to say 30 divided by 5. So the multiplication problem I'm going to think about is 5 times a mystery number equals 30.
6.
All right, my mystery number is 6. And then how many zeros do I add?
1.
Just the 1 because I only have 1 outside the box. Okay, why do I want you to draw the box? The box is gonna help you not make careless mistakes with your zeros because you'll know exactly which zeros you need to add to the end of your problem. All right. Let me get it. Okay. All right, I would like you to do numbers 8, 9, and 10. I want you to do 8, 9, and 10. Well, you can do 5, 6, 7, and 8, 9, and 10. Remember, if you need scratch paper, you can also use the back of your Tiger Time. All right, Taraji, did you do numbers 8, 9, and 10? All right. What we're gonna do 8, 9. We're gonna double check 8, 9, and 10. Then I'm gonna show you one of the 11, 12, and 13 because I want to spend some time in review. All right. So I need somebody, Jeremiah. Will you talk me through number 8? Okay, so what is the basic division problem I'm thinking about? Okay, and what multiplication problem is going to help me with that? Good. What is my mystery number? Good. Excellent. All right. All right, Helena, talk me through number 9.
So it's 12 divided by 4.
All right, so I put a box around my 12 and a box around my 4. And so I'm thinking about 12 divided by 4. What multiplication problem is going to help me with that?
You're going to do 4 times blank equals 12, and that is 3.
Excellent. All right, am I finished?
No.
What do I need to do?
Add the 0.
Okay. All right, Angel.
Equals 36 divided by 6 equals 6 times a number equals 36, which is 6. That add to 0.
Excellent. All right, does anybody have any questions? All right, you have a question. All right. All right. So if 28 divided by 4, what's the multiplication problem I'm going to think here?
4 times.
4 times my mystery number equals 28. What is my mystery number? 7. So 28 divided by 4 is 7. What's 280 divided by 4? 70. What's 2,800 divided by 4? Ooh, look at that pattern.
Double 7. You got 7, 7, 8, and 7.
Well, and when I add a 0, what am I doing? I'm multiplying by 10, aren't I? When I add a 0, I'm multiplying by 10. All right. At an assembly, 180 students sit in 9 equal rows. How many students are in each row? Zanaya, what's my division problem here?
180 times 90.
Well, hold on. 180 divided by 9. Okay?
9 times the mystery number is...
Hold on. We put a box around our non-zeros, right? Okay? So then I have 18 divided by 9, and you're saying 9 times a mystery number equals 18? What's my mystery number? 2. And then I bring my 0 down. So 20 students are in each row. Oh. All right. I'm going to hand out. I'm going to hand out a study guide. The first thing we're going to do is some of these problems we are going to mark out. So as soon as I hand it to you, I want you to put your name on it. We are going to work some of these together. And then you can take the rest home and work them at home to help you study for a test. The way that you study for a math test is you practice the type of problem that you're going to see on the test. All right, so the first thing I need you to do is put your name on this paper. All right. What? Well, if what we don't finish in class, this is your study guide for your test that you're taking tomorrow. So if you want to do some extra practice tonight, this would be how you would study for your math test tomorrow. You have a math test tomorrow and you have a science test tomorrow. All right. The first thing I want you to do is I want you to cross out number 9. So go to number 9 and cross out number 9. I want you to cross out numbers 11, 12, and 19. So numbers 9, 11, 12, 19, I think that's it. So you're going to cross out those numbers. You can use your multiplication sheet on your test. You can close your book. All right. Edgar and his 2 friends found a bag of marbles in an old trunk. There are 26 marbles in the bag. Edgar wants each person to receive the same amount of marbles. How many marbles will each of the 3 boys receive? What is my division problem here? Jaslyn, what is my division problem? Okay, how many people are dividing the marbles? 3. Because look at the lesson. How many will each of the 3 boys receive? It's 26 divided by 3. So how can I solve this problem? Angel?
You can do 3 times 8. 3 times 8, which is 24.
Okay, so you say 3 times 8 equals 24. So what does that mean? Go ahead and finish explaining.
3 times 8 equals 24. Count up from 24.
Okay. So what you're saying is 3 times 8. So that means I have 8 groups of 3.
Which is 24.
All right. So how many marbles will each get? What? Well, here's the deal. So I have 8 full groups, right? And there's 2 left over. So how many marbles is each boy going to get? 8. Okay? And then he's going to have those 2 left over, but he's going to divide up and everybody's going to get 8. All right, number 2 is pretty straightforward. Divide 13 divided by 4. And it says draw a picture to help, so, I'm going to do groups of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So I have how many full groups of 4? I have 1, 2, no, wait, I'm sorry. Yeah, these are full groups of 4. How many groups of 4 do I have?
So it's 3 remainder of 1.
3 remainder with a remainder of 1. All right, I'm going to skip number 3 for now because it is the same as number 2. And I want to make sure we get a chance to do all the different types. All right. Marcus sorts his 75 baseball cards into stacks. Each stack has 9 cards. How many stacks of 9 cards can Marcus make? So let's see, I have a stack of 9 cards. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So there's 1 stack of 9 cards. When I do 2 stacks of 9 cards, how many cards will I have used up?
18.
What about 3 stacks?
22.
What about 4 stacks?
36.
What about 4? Was it? That's 4, 5 stacks. 6?
54.
Do you notice the pattern with the 9s?
Yeah.
What's the 6? Oh, that's 6. What about 7?
It's not really a pattern because
It is a pattern. My 10s go up 1, my 1s go down 1. All right, what about 7? What about 8? It's 72. So I have 8 groups of 9, and then I've got 73, 74, 75. I have 3 left over. So how many stacks of 9 cards will he have? He has 8, because each one of these is a stack. So I have to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 8. All right, look at number 6. What does number 6 ask me?
What is the remainder of the division times model below market?
All right, Madison, what is the remainder in that division problem? What is a remainder? Huh? Okay, yeah, 4. It's what's left over. So my remainder is 4. Oh, yeah, go ahead. If you've got your Chromebook out, if you'll put that away. Whoa, no, I'm sorry. I was just talking to Chloe. Sorry. All right, Mrs. Honey has 38 markers to divide among a group of 5 students. I'm skipping some of them because I want to make sure I do all the different types of problems. So I will give you some time. You probably will have some time to work on your own, and then you can also take this home to use as a study guide tonight, and you can practice the ones that we skip. All right. So Mrs. Honey has 38 markers to divide among a group of 5 students. She drew the model below to find 38 divided by 5. How many markers will each student receive? Cody, how many markers will each student receive? Okay, what does this picture show me? She's got 38 divided by 5. So here are my 5 groups, right? These are my 5 students. And then it looks like she just went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and divided it all up. So how many markers does each student get? I know I'm skipping the ones that are just, I'm skipping some of them. You'll go back and do those when you're
She said she's skipping some.
I do not have time to go over this whole study guide with you. So I am skipping some of them to make sure that I go over each type of problem with you that you're going to see on your test tomorrow. Then I may give you some time to work independently, although I've got something else that I need us to do today. But you will also be able to take this home. The way that you study for a math test is you practice the types of problems that you see on the test. So the ones that I skip, you will take home and you will work tonight to study for your test. Then if there's something you don't understand tomorrow, you can ask me before we take our test. But yes, I'm skipping some of them. Am I going to skip some of these problems?
Yes.
Yes, okay, I've said it like 12 times. That's almost 1 time for each person in the room. So please don't ask again. Cody, how many markers for each student? Okay, this represents the students, right? And then she drew little tally marks in here for the markers. So how many markers does each student have? What do you have to do to find out the number of markers? Count them. Did you count them? It might be hard for you to count on the board, but you've got this problem in your packet. So you can look in your packet. Yes, each student gets 7 markers. Okay, she's going to have 3 left over, but they're not going to have the remainder of 3. Each one will have 7. All right, Abe delivered 20,000 letters in 5 hours. How many letters did he deliver each hour? What is my division problem here? Sanaya? All right, so I have 20,000 divided by 5. So now what am I going to do to solve that? Okay, so I'm going to put the box around there. That box is going to help keep me from making a 0 mistake. And I'm going to look at 20 divided by 5. And so the multiplication is 5 times a mystery number equals 20. What is my mystery number? 4. Here's where my zeros make a big difference, right? Because basically, this question makes sure you get your zeros right. How many zeros are behind that 4? 3, because I'm pulling them down. So which answer is it? 4, 4,400, or 40,000?
4,000.
There's 4,000 letters. So every hour he delivers 4,000 letters. I did. All right, I'm going to go to number 14. Kel divides 27 pencils equally among 7 friends. Okay, he is not dividing the pencils with himself. He's just dividing among 7 friends. If Kel keeps the leftover pencils, how many pencils will he keep? So he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 friends. What am I dividing here?
27 divided by 7.
Got 27 divided by 7. So let's see. That's 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. Now, what does this problem ask me about? Helena.
How many pencils will he never?
Okay, it's asking me, yeah, it says he's going to keep the leftover pencils. So, Zytavian, how many pencils does Kel get to keep? What's my leftover here? This question is asking about the remainder. It only wants the remainder. So what is my remainder in this problem? Now look, I've got 1, 2, 3 groups, 3 full groups. Is this group complete?
No.
Okay, so these are my remainders right here. How many leftover pencils do I have?
6.
Zytavian, do you see that? I have 6 leftover pencils. Right here, because this group is not finished, so it's a leftover. So he has 6 pencils, so he's going to get to keep 6 pencils. Look at number 17. Mrs. Mackey is taking her students on a field trip. Each van can hold 8 students. How many vans does she need for her 29 students? Well, no, you've done a lot. So I need to check in with some other people. All right, so Janira, tell me what to do. Divide 29 by what? By 8. All right, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So those 8 students are going to go in the first car, right? There's one car. Yes? All right. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh, wait, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's make 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So now I've got 2 cars. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So there's 3 cars. 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. How many cars or how many vans is she going to need to take on this trip, Janira, to make sure everybody gets to go? How many? Janira?
4.
Why? Okay, I'll have 3 full ones and an extra, right? Because I can't send half a van. So I have to bring a whole other van because I had 5 left over. All right, look at number 20. Miles is sharing 26 brownies with 4 students. He drew this model below to solve 26 divided by 4. Is his model correct? I'm going to tell you now his model is not correct. I need you to look at his model and tell me what is wrong with his model.
He could have added some more to that. He put 5 and 4 groups. He could have put more.
Okay, so he's got 6 left over, but there's 4 groups, so he has enough to give 1 more to each group?
Yeah.
All right, so each group should have 1 more. And the remainder is only 2, not 6, right? Does that fix it? So if I said 1, 2, 3, 4, and I put those into groups, and then I have 2 left, right? All right, so Miles wants to give the leftover brownies to the school secretary. If he divides the brownies correctly, how many brownies will be left over for the school secretary?
2.
Yeah, 2 brownies. Okay, so the problems that we did not do together, you're going to work on tonight. I need a show of hands. Raise your hand if you do not have